to Alabama Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell is with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. You don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step.
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. At the 45 on his way. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Power football with the run. Looking for room at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the toss. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. He's loose down the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Spartans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. You can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We've got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it out.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Offense with jumbo personnel. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw, it's Wong. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab on the left. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They just keep firing. Snagged out of the air. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Toss to the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback may change this route. Try to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
They'll try to get outside. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Personal foul. Go to the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Chester. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Back to pass. Fires to the right. This one's complete. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection they were looking for. Explosive play. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They went step back in week 3, they have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Chester. Finds the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. What's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw.
Touchdown, Sparty! Fitted in the window for the score. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the outside. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking downfield, it's Wong. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown time! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell the quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressive. aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Wong. Pressure coming. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll pass it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And the Spartans in the hurry up. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They get to him as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Looking for a man. It's Wong. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what... We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Scanning the field, it's Wong. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He uncorks one deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
No good. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if this guy's going to get another shot at it. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
The Spartans will boot it away to start the 2nd half. on the run from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
To throw, it's Wong. Fires to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers, these...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive...
He's taking the shot. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Spartans. The defense takes matters. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being...
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Hold it.
What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Wants to throw. It's Chester. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, talk about playing complimentary football. You get the sudden change.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking for a deep man. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were we're going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Alabama! He got a step and just dusted the field. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Dropping back, it's Chester. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Pulls it in. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Man, the momentum.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And that one did not work.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's now 4th and goal.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air. It's Chester. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he tacks on the extra point. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they can do it with ease.
And the missed connection on third down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are
going over the top. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got some room, it was over.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win.
Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Here we go. First down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The give. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a catch on the left. Finds a seam. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Kennesaw State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. The toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.